Hey guys, today I'm headed into Goodwill to see what kind of items I can find to flip on eBay. Sorry in advance for all the extra background sounds, it was pretty busy for a Tuesday afternoon. But if you enjoy this type of content, please consider liking and subscribing. It greatly helps out my channel. Thanks for watching. This is Jane and Delancey. I've never picked up that brand before, but I saw the horse print all over and thought I might just look up the brand and see what it does. And I found an exact comp that sold for $28 plus shipping. So at $4.74, I'm gonna try this one out. Add all those keywords, you know, Western, Southwestern, all that fun stuff. I found this one, it looks really good. It's a soft surroundings, size extra large. This is a really good brand to look out for in the larger sizes. It's a more mature brand. I gotta find, and I don't see a price tag on this, which is a bummer because I think they've got it priced around that $4 to $5 mark. I would definitely like to make this a pickup. It's got a silk blend, and the eyelet is a really nice keyword to throw into the listing. So we're gonna grab this and hopefully they'll give it at a good price. Okay, so I went down literally this whole rack, down and back, and I came across this Banana Republic cardigan. It's so cute, very Y2K, and it's soft, size large, all good things. And then I went and looked at the materials tag, and I noticed it had some really great materials: wool, modal, nylon, and cashmere. So I was getting pretty excited, and I finally found the price tag, and they've got it at $13.90. I'm like, at $13.90, sadly, I think I'm gonna have to leave that one behind, mainly because, again, the price, and it's January, and I'm kind of trying to look into more spring items. I don't want to be hanging on to things for a long time, so I'm trying to get ahead on things like that. This right here, Christopher and Banks. I don't normally pick up that brand. I wouldn't suggest that as a bolo to be looking out for, but it's hand embroidered. It says right there on the tag, and it's got all these mushrooms and this dark purple, which is very in right now. So I'm gonna take a chance based off of style more than anything and see how this one does. At $4.74, we'll try it out. Okay, before I get interrupted, this place is so busy. This is so hard for me. But a new rack came out, so I really wanted to go and check it out. I'll show you what I found. First off, it's this pair of Athleta leggings. It's got like this pleather siding. Size 4. I've become a little more picky with my Athleta. With it being, it looks like an older style, and it's going to take a pretty good amount of lint rolling on these pants. I'm probably going to leave them behind, even though they're $4.74. I get that smaller size and older style. I think on the tag, if you look inside, might say the date, spring of 18 is what these had. So that's kind of pushing it for me, so I'm going to leave those for someone else. I also found these pants called Kate Hill, which again, I looked up, and the sell-through rate was very poor. I only saw a couple sold. So I'm gonna leave those behind, and they were at $15. So another one I found, though, this one is coming with, is called Daydreamer. It's a sub-brand of Free People, and I was pretty pleased when I looked this one up. I actually get about $35 to $40 for this vintage-inspired queen tour. So that one's going in my cart. And then Ethereal, I pulled this one off the shelf over here just behind me. It's super clean. I don't know this brand, but I'm going to look into this one a little bit more at home. It's $4.74. If it's not worth reselling, that might be a personal purchase for me. You keep your eye out for Rails. This is a really good brand, and I was going to grab this one because it would have probably had it's got a pretty good sell-through rate, and I should have gotten around $35 to $40 for this top, but the metallic on the sleeves in areas is coming off, and I'm really trying to keep flawed items out of my store at this point, so I'm being really, really picky about what I'm grabbing. So again, gonna leave that one behind even at $4.74. They must have had a huge donation of this Foxcroft and Blair, because I just keep coming by it. It's everywhere. So good for them, but I don't need it. Sifting through the blazers, and I come across Peruvian Connection blazer. And I've been worried because they've been pricing up their blazers pretty high. Every one I've come across is about $11.49 is the price, and this one, $6.67. Yes, and it's a pretty good size 8. Oh, I love it. Such a cool pattern. Definitely going in my cart. And while I'm here, I'm going with you guys. I've picked up a few more things that I need to go over. This is a vintage Ronnie Nicole. I'm going based again off of style, and this is called Liquid Knit. It's a packable, kind of a wrinkle resistant. It's a very, I don't know how to explain it. It's a smooth feeling, but liquid knit is something you definitely want to add as a keyword if you have an item that has that, as well as, you know, it's such a pretty, it's got the good floral pattern. So I'm going to grab that and see how it does for also $6.67. And then I grabbed this Ralph Lauren blazer. It's a size small, so smaller than I like, but again, it's got a nice nautical stripe theme with it. An Athleta top. I was able to pull this one up by taking a screenshot with my Google Lens, and this was called, I can't remember the style name, Urbanite top, I believe. And this one does really well too. This one still probably get $35-$40 for this one at $7.87. So that's a good Athleta one to pick up, and it's in almost new condition. It looks like it's never been worn or washed. This one I'm not picking up, sadly, due to the fact that they priced it at $12.41. But it is Lily Pulitzer. In case you haven't heard of this brand, I did want to show you. Lily Pulitzer, usually they're known for their her much more bold, very colorful prints, but sometimes just her solid black stuff does well. So I still wanted to show you. I am going to put that one back. And then I'm going to grab this Lucky Brand top. Again, another brand I don't normally pick up, but it's 75% off blue tag today, and it's priced at $7.87, so I'm going to get it at a very, very low cost. Size medium, very boho, and I think this will do really well around the 4th of July, adding patriotic with the colors. I'm also going to grab this Pendleton top. It's a pearl snap, which is really cool. Again, going with the Western paisley. Size medium. Would love it to be bigger, but medium will work. And it's at $4.74, so we're going to try this Pendleton top out. Okay, I'm not picking these up, but I did want to give you guys a little, show you something. So you got here like Ann Taylor Factory. Those are kind of their cheaper lines, I guess you'd call them. They're factory brands, but it's not always so obvious, like Loft Outlet. It has that right underneath it. But then other brands like, I think, yeah, Banana Republic, they do dots under their tag, and that's usually, that means it's from their outlet. So just things to kind of keep in mind as far as their more outlet or factory brands. You want to try to find the ones that don't have the dots. Okay guys, sorry, I had to rush out of Goodwill because I lost track of time and I had to go pick up my daughter, but as I'm waiting here for her to get out, I'll let you know what the damage was. So I ended up purchasing 19 items altogether, and the subtotal was $104.74. I'm pretty pleased with a lot of the stuff I grabbed. That soft surrounding sweater, they ended up charging me $4.74 for that, which is exactly what I was hoping would be the price. I want to show you real quick the couple things I ended up grabbing that I didn't get to show you in the store. But this is a BMW Motorsport sweater. I think it's a women's. I hope it could be a large, or a kid's. It's a size large, but you know, I don't know. But it was $5.48. Either way, even if it's a kid's, it might still do well. I don't normally sell kids clothing, but we'll see. I'll throw a comp up of that once I get to look that one up at home. And the other thing I grabbed was this J. Crew. It's a size 2, so it's kind of small, but tweed, what's that? Chevron blazer. I think that green is really gonna do nice. And if you get really close, it's got some cool rainbow in there. I got that for $6.67. And then I think I got a couple more dresses. And I also grabbed this Chico size 1. They do boutique sizing, so it's not normal sizing, like, you know, medium, large, small. They do size 0, 1, 2, and 3. And I believe their size 1 is a medium or large. So I'll have to remember that one. But this was a nice long maxi t-shirt type dress, and it looks, again, perfect condition, almost brand new. $6.10. And again, I think the green stripe is gonna do really well going into spring and St. Patrick's Day. And then the last thing I grabbed was an H&M long relaxed maxi dress. It's a long sleeve with the ditzy floral print. It's a size medium, and this was blue tag. They had a price at $610, so I got 75% off of $610. Whatever that is, don't ask me to do the math. But a good price. So all in all, I am super pumped about that, and I actually had a lot more fun than I thought I would filming in there, because there was a lot of people, and again, for my first time doing that, and being able to post it, because my first time I filmed my chin the whole time. It was pretty embarrassing when I got home and realized I was filming not what I thought I was filming. Leave me something in the comments. I'm curious, if you guys have done these thrifts on your own, if you've started, what was your very first pickup? What was the very first thing you bought while you were outsourcing and sold? Thanks for joining me along on this thrift trip, guys. I had a blast, and I hope to do a ton more of these with you. So until the next one, see you then. Bye. There's a lady standing